Welcome to the Thanksgiving edition of On Top the Cage. It's Week 12 in the National Football League. As promised, we are back to our abnormal three-man booth. My father-in-law, Tom.
It's not as abnormal as last week.
No, you got some big shoes to fill, sir. It was quite a performance last week.
Did you start drinking beer at noon?
No, I didn't, and that's part of the problem here. I got you two guys who drink. My son was here on the show, and he was a little loaded, and Mark the mechanic was really loaded.
He was really loaded.
He was on another level of big shoes to fill.
I drove him home because I didn't want to have to an Uber driver suffer through that.
Also known as Old Bull. I think that's a nickname probably from your buddies. You're affectionately known around here as Grandpa Shorty. Why is that? Why do you have that name even?
Because when Gavin was a baby, or say 3 years old, I called him Shorty, and he said, "I'm not Shorty, you're Shorty."
Oh.
And ever since I've been Grandpa Shorty.
There you go.
Well, did you bring gifts like our previous guest did?
No.
No gifts? No gifts?
No boobies?
No.
Oh, yeah, the rubber boobies, no.
Mark was very polarizing. There was lots of comments from, that guy needs to be on the show every week. He's fantastic, too.
Yeah, Shane, he's not replacing me. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, there's a homeless guy on the set this week. That was one of the comments, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they ranged all over the place. Mark wants back on. We're going to oblige. He's going to be back on. I think the fans of the show enjoyed him.
We might have to do one show from his garage.
Oh, goodness. We can move the set. The set is mobile. We can certainly do that. So, it is Thanksgiving week. Lots of Thanksgiving traditions. You've been up here since, what, Thursday?
Here's an update. I just got a text from him. He's still working.
Yeah? Well, he knew he wasn't. He knew we had a guest this week to fill the back seat or the middle seat here.
That's funny. He's still working.
Yeah, right.
It's Tuesday night. He's drinking.
On his 12-pack of beer. Yeah, that's right. For sure. We went and got our Christmas trees last Saturday. We go far away, Worcester. It's about an hour drive. A great place called Pine Tree Barn, and we have this enormous tree that we put up front. It's 13, 14, 15 feet. So
it's big.
It's huge. And
full.
I thought we were bad. You know, we traveled like an hour away to go get this tree. But the people who were looking at the big trees with us, they were from Avon. I'm like, how far is that?
Avon?
Yeah, hour and a half away. They traveled to this place in Worcester. They have great trees. They have big trees. They have great trees.
Jill Biden.
So no. What? I'm not sure what all that means, but
the White House tree was just delivered.
Oh, I got it. And Times Square tree, things like that. I got you.
So, what vehicle did you strap that big ass thing on?
We borrowed one of my wife's friend's trucks, and we got it bundled up and shoved in the back. They do it all for you. I mean, they twine it up and things like that. It sat in back up against the house for a day. We put it up Sunday after the Bear game. And it's like,
I'm sure that was fun.
Right. And literally, it's like a Christmas tradition.
Good thing you didn't put the lights on after that.
No, it's like a Christmas tradition that my wife and I get into an argument putting up the tree. We broke tradition. We didn't get an argument. And, I mean, it came right after the Bears found another way to lose a football game. So I wasn't in the holiday spirit, really, I wouldn't say. But we had my son Connor over here, and he's freakishly strong, and he helped us. We got it up. It's up there. It's in there. It's not strung with lights yet, but we are ready to go for Christmas. It's not Christmas, it's Thanksgiving. We've got to talk about that. But I mentioned Connor. I think you have a shout-out.
A shout-out?
Didn't something important happen in your household yesterday?
What?
Speaking of Connor? Didn't you have a birthday in your household, Dan?
Oh, Tyler's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tyler turned, well, according to his ID, he's 22.
Very nice. So, happy birthday, T-Bone. Does anybody call him T-Bone besides me, Dan?
Some people do.
Do they really? All right, very good. It is Thanksgiving. Traditions. Actually, my wife and I, this is the only holiday that we split up. We met some years ago, and she had entrenched traditions for Thanksgiving, and so did I. I traveled down to Dayton. Oh, yeah, that's right. Some of the family comes up, so she stays here. Yes, you're entrenched.
He's entrenched here.
And we're looking forward.
How long are you here for?
I might say till Christmas.
Shit. Yeah.
You're staying for a month.
I've been told I should do that, but...
Nice. We're going to have to get more chairs out here, maybe a couch.
Oh, God. Oh, goodness. Yes. Him and Mark right there in between us. I don't know if you'll survive that one. But, yeah, and we're looking forward to Katie's brother Grant and his daughter Bridget coming up. They will be up here tomorrow. I leave tomorrow with half of our Brady bunch with Connor and Keaton. We go down to Dayton. I'm looking forward to seeing my family. It's going to be a ton of fun. I was told that we're playing a game called the Stump Game. I know you don't know what that is. You know what the Stump Game is?
No.
I never heard what it is either, or never heard about it before, but it's something to do with a hammer. So it could get dangerous there. I'm looking forward to it, but I did tell my brother-in-law you should probably do some research in regards to 24-hour urgent cares, that are around the residents
it's not
who need
an
them.
axe.
So,
Come on, you should be fine.
so we'll see. But that's what's happening here. Yeah, Thanksgiving is great. I'm not a big turkey guy. I swear I eat turkey maybe one time a year, and that's on Thanksgiving. Are you guys, do you like turkey? You guys ever have turkey outside of Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Do you really?
I've smoked turkey before.
Yeah.
I had a turkey breast, sliced it up, and we made like club sandwiches, came off the smoker.
Yeah. I don't even eat the turkey usually. I eat the side dish. I'm a big side dish guy.
What?
I don't know. I'm just looking at you. Side dishes.
You like turkey, right?
Yes, but once a year.
Yeah, so he's the weird one here.
You got a favorite side? Who's got a favorite side dish? I know mine. You got a favorite side dish that always happens on Thanksgiving?
Mashed potatoes, Brussels sprouts, stuffing, the gizzards.
Oh, stuffing is certainly my favorite. I'm a big fan of the stuffing. That's my thing. So, what else? What else locally? Oh, the green football.
Locally?
We should talk about the green football team.
Woo!
Our little town here, they made it through 4 rounds of playoffs. They are in the state semifinals. They beat a very storied program, the Massillon Tigers. Come from behind win last Friday. Massillon was.
What was the line you sent me?
Unfortunately, you can get high school lines. I shouldn't probably bet on those games. There's some purity in regards to high school football. With that being said, the Massillon Tigers were 29-point favorites over the Green Bulldogs, but Green found a way to squeak out the game by 1 at the end.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to them. They play again on Friday against a team from the Cincinnati area, so I'm sure it'll be a difficult
It's
task.
going to be a tough one.
Did you win or bet on? You bet on Green, or did you bet Massillon give it 29?
No, I just get the lines. There's no way that I'll bet on high school football. There's purity in Friday Night Lights to me. I think that's taking it too far.
Were ridiculous for Massillon.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Now there was some questionable,
Pass interference.
calls, I guess, in the game. I mean, it happens at every level: high school, collegiate, professional level. One other bit of note: our hot tub got delivered yesterday. We originally had that issue with the platform not being as sturdy as they'd liked. We got that fixed promptly. I'm sure my wife's gonna. Actually, my wife said she was gonna go into it this evening while we're shooting the show. So hopefully that goes well. Let's do the beer review. Let's certainly do the beer review, and then we'll talk about last week. Beer review. Self-explanatory. Dan knows I pick beers by names.
3 legends.
The 3 legends. Although Tom does not want to partake, he said he's a Miller Lite guy strictly. It is from the R-Shaped Brewing
some
Company.
in my glass? Because I'm not using the glass like Teddy demands that I do.
It is a New England IPA,
I'll try it.
6.25%. These guys always make great beers.
This is an IPA too. What's
Yes.
the percent?
6.25%.
I drink Miller Lite. That's 2.5%.
No, it's like 3 and
Smells
change
fruity.
for sure. Fruity? Maybe. What else? I mean, I
Shoot
know
that
what
to Teddy. It's in a glass. He wants it in a glass.
I know what an IPA is. What's a New England IPA? What's the difference? We know what that is.
Belichick made it.
There we go. It
His
looks good.
recipe.
Teddy wants the embodiment of it. He wants
Well, it
the
smells
aroma?
like the truth.
It's not wine. He's into wine sales. So.
I'm going. It smells great. Oh, I like it. It's like a summer beer, though. It does have quite a bit of fruit and citrus.
It's light. It's not like most IPAs. It's
It doesn't
light.
have that dark color either. It's got this, I had too much to drink the night before urine color. It's perfect. All right. Last week Dan went 6-9. He is 73, 91 and 1 on the year. I went 7 and 8. I am now 79, 85 and 1 on the year. We both lost.
You get nervous because I'm catching you?
You're not catching anything.
What the hell are you talking about?
You're 18 under. I'm 6 under for the year.
18.
And
I'm
this-
looking at your score versus my score.
You went 6-9 last week. I went 7 and 8.
I'm looking at the total.
Yeah, you 73.
And you're 79.
Yes.
I'm right there, baby.
He's right there. He's right there. I mean, it can flip in a heartbeat. We've seen that happen. So, yeah, that's where we stand on the year. Hopefully, we'll do better for you.
I'm happy for these boys because I'm plus 5, 62% for the season so far. So, but
you're plus 5 on the year on the bets that you've made?
yeah,
Is that right?
plus 8 actually.
There
You're
you
not
go.
taking any advice from us, are you?
I do watch it. I do write it down. Yes.
Oh,
He doesn't have to pick all the games like
I
we
don't
do,
pick
though.
all the games.
Yeah, he picks the 2 or 3 that he likes or so, whatever it is each week in the National Football League slate. So,
well, we can speed these first 3 picks up because I'll tell you right now, I'm taking all the home teams.
all right, here we go. Thanksgiving. We obviously have 3 games on Thanksgiving. It starts out with Chicago's 3-7 traveling to the Motor City, play Detroit. Detroit's 0-9-1 on the year. Bears come off a loss at home against Baltimore. I mentioned it earlier. They found another way to lose a game.
Yeah, what
late.
the hell? I was so jacked up. You guys had it. And last play of the game, you let a dude walk in that happened to play for freaking the Packers. Wasn't that who scored that touchdown?
I don't know who got the Baltimore rushing touchdown at the end. Yeah, the Bears came back. Fields got hurt, but the Bears got a late touchdown on a 4th down play that put them up with like a minute and a half left, and then the defense couldn't hold it. They gave up their own 4th down play, which was a big play, like a 25-yard gain. They got down to the goal line, and they shoved it in late with like 20 seconds left in the game. Once again, Bears found a way to lose. Nagy.
They're a mess, too, with that Nagy stuff.
They are.
Good grief.
The line is Chicago minus 3.5. The over-under is 41, by the way. The Bears are certainly a mess. There's been reports that Nagy will be fired after the Thanksgiving Day game, win or lose. I don't know if that's going to happen or if it makes any sense. I certainly think he's jettisoned by the end of the season. Fields got hurt, and he continues to play well, and obviously everybody knows the ceiling's pretty high on Justin Fields. The Bears have to make a coaching change because they'll get their pick of coaches, who they want, with Fields being the quarterback there and a ceiling. I mean, you got to have that piece, that chess piece,
yeah.
And they have it. So it's going to be a very attractive job. But Detroit played your team, Dan, last week. They lost in Cleveland, 13-10, I want to say. Not a very inspiring performance from your Browns team, but once again,
suck.
Detroit hung in there with their backup quarterback. I'm not sure who's playing quarterback this week for Detroit. If it's going to be Goff or that Tim Boyle guy again.
Threw for 80 yards.
So, I don't know.
They ran the ball. We played stupid.
Halftime show. There's always halftime shows. Of course, it's Detroit, and this is a clunker of a game. They have a clunker halftime show. It's Big Sean. I don't think he's been relevant. He's a rapper for quite a while.
I don't even know who that is.
Me neither, really. He's from Detroit. I'm not willing to put the echo on and play some Big Sean music. It could get a little wild. I don't know what happens with that. But that is the halftime entertainment in Detroit. Bears are minus 3.5 in this game. Andy Dalton's the starter. What's going to happen, Dan?
I'm going with Detroit. I'm taking the home team. There's too much turmoil going on in Chicago. Short week. You're having walkthroughs. I'm taking Detroit.
What do you think?
Detroit is a good-looking team to me after watching them play.
Chicago. I've got to say Chicago because I'm staying at your house.
He's feeling some pressure. I'm going to
I
go.
have a basement.
I'm going to go with the
see
Bears
over there.
minus 3.5 as well in this game. Maybe I've always been a fan of the galvanization argument. There's obviously a shitstorm swirling around Hallis Hall right now with Nagy and whether I think the players like him, but they're probably enough of this rah-rah stuff, which Nagy's a rah-rah coach, but that only goes so far when you continually lose football games.
Right.
I'm going to go with the Bears minus 3.5 in this game. Next game on the board, Las Vegas Raiders. They travel to Big D, play Dallas. Las Vegas is 5-5 on the year. Dallas is 7-3. Dallas is a full touchdown favorite, -7. Over/under is 50.5. Las Vegas. Let's talk about the away team. They come off their loss at home to Cincinnati. They didn't look very good. That's 3 losses in a row for this Raiders team who look pretty good. The middle or beginning part of the season, they've kind of faded. I don't know. And then we got Dallas, who's 2 weeks in a row they haven't looked very good on offense. Certainly not in Kansas City.
Amari Cooper's out. CeeDee Lamb's in concussion protocol, which, short week again. He's probably not going to play either, but
They are certainly missing some weapons. I want to talk about halftime entertainment.
what?
Halftime entertainment this game. Luke motherfucking Combs. I love that guy. I don't think he's made a song I haven't liked. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be one of my...
over and under if he falls off the stage.
Combs?
Yeah.
No, he can kick, too. I've seen him kick beer cans, like half-full beer cans into the crowd. Katie and I went and saw his show in June of this year. It was fantastic.
Football show.
I know, but whatever. I love Luke Combs. I'm a huge fan. So Dallas is -7 in this game. You know, they're going to get that offense going. They came off that loss in Kansas City where they didn't move the ball against what I guess the Chiefs' defense has played better of late, but, you know, they're not exactly a defensive juggernaut over there in Kansas City.
No, I'm going with Dallas. They figure it out, even minus those 2 weapons.
What do you think? You picking this game?
Dallas.
We're all on Dallas -7. They're missing their firepower, but, you know, they play this game every year at home. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and lay the points because the Raiders, I mean, they got absolutely blown out by Cincinnati, 32-13 or something like that. They're not playing good football. I like Dallas to kind of right the ship in this game as well. I'm going to go ahead and lay the full touchdown, although it's a pretty big number. The nightcap of the Thanksgiving games is a pretty good game as well. The Buffalo Bills travel to New Orleans. Buffalo is a 6-point favorite in this game. The over-under is 46. Buffalo, they came off a loss against
They look terrible.
Indianapolis, where Indianapolis ran the ball down their throat, is what really happened. I mean, Jonathan Taylor, I think, is in discussion for
5
MVP.
touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, this was the playoff game from last year, where Buffalo, I think, escaped that game. They did. It was a very close game, but Indy got their way, you know, against them last week. And I mean, they're becoming, you know, one of the disappointments of the league right now. I mean, they started out pretty hot. They're 6-4. They're trailing in that division to the Patriots because the Patriots are playing great football. New Orleans 5-5. They come off they didn't look very good last week either. They come off their loss against Philadelphia, where Philadelphia ran the ball down their throat. And, you know, I think the New Orleans defense hasn't been bad throughout the year, but New Orleans has 3 losses in a row as well right now. I mean, they're playing with backup quarterbacks. And, you know, Taysom Hill and what the hell is that guy's name? Trevor Siemian. Buffalo, 6-point favorites in the Superdome.
New Orleans taking the home teams on Thanksgiving Day.
Tom?
Buffalo.
I like New Orleans getting the points a lot in this game. It's 6. I don't, from the performances that I've seen from Buffalo the last couple of weeks, I don't see how they should be favored by 6 points. By the way, there is no halftime entertainment. They are honoring Drew Brees at halftime of this game. So
more reason to take the Saints.
Yeah, more revelry, more everything. It's New Orleans, and it's Thanksgiving. I'm sure the crowd will be wound up. Both, you know, New Orleans is certainly in the wild card race, if not that division race. But speaking of the team leading New Orleans division, they're next on the board, and it starts the Sunday 1 p.m. slate. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're 7-3. They come off their Monday night win. By the way, we're shooting on Tuesday because I have travel tomorrow. We'll be back to Wednesday at some point in time, whenever that happens and my schedule permits, I guess. But this is a great football game. Tampa Bay travels to Indianapolis to play the Colts. Like I said, Tampa Bay 7-3. The Colts are 6-5. Tampa Bay has been installed as a 2.5-point favorite in this game. The over/under is 51. Tampa Bay, they played last night. They beat the Giants handily. I want to say it was 30-13. Their offense is, you know, it's a clinic, is what their offense really is. I mean, with Tom Brady running the show there, I mean, they're very good. But the Colts, I mean, they are 6-5, like I mentioned. They're playing really good football. Their offensive line is handling things. Jonathan Taylor, like I say, I think is an MVP candidate. What's going to happen in this game?
This one's tough. Tampa Bay's offense is fantastic. How many wins in a row? No, they lost to Washington. I'm taking Tampa in this one.
Tampa minus 2.5. You got a pick?
You guys only bet it straight. I take Indy, and the Jets in the next game is a 6-point.
They're not there yet. You like the Colts or you like the Bucs in this game? Tampa Bay minus 2.5.
Indy.
You like Indy? All right, I'm going to lay it with Tampa Bay too. It's shorter than a field goal. I don't want to, and I love the way the Colts are playing ball. I mean, maybe they control the clock and they do this. I don't know, but it's hard to bet against Brady always. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the 2.5 with Tampa Bay. Next game on the board, lousy football game. I'm sure nobody will be watching it besides the people in New York and Houston. It is the Jets
I don't
traveling
know
to
if the people
Houston.
in New York or Houston will be watching that thing.
Tell you what,
The hell?
the city of New York
I'm
has.
curious why you thought the Jets would win this one.
with the 6 points.
Well, here we go.
Six?
This is not 6 points. I don't,
Well,
with the
he's
3 points,
wrapping
it'd be
it up.
9.
All right, shitty football game. The Jets are 2-8. Houston sports the exact same shitty record of 2-8. Houston is a 3-point favorite in this game. The over/under is 44. I put on the board, why is 2 not playing? It just came out today. Zach Wilson is going to play in this football game. I don't know if it makes a difference. I'm looking forward to see him again. The Jets come off a loss against Miami where they were in the game for the most part. I think it was a 21-14 final, if I'm not mistaken. Houston, they come off a shocking win against
Tyrod
Tennessee.
Taylor, baby.
Tyrod Taylor played well. I mean,
Tennessee, yeah. What the hell?
I talked about Tennessee like the road to
Jeez.
the AFC Championship goes through Tennessee. I'm not so sure anymore. I mean, they released Adrian Peterson today too. I don't know who's going to run the ball. Henry's not anywhere close to coming back. They're talking about playoff time for him. Houston's -3 in this game. Jets, Houston, who we like?
I got to take Houston. I mean, the Jets, I don't know who the quarterback is. I think they're just a freaking mess.
I refuse to take the Jets. I've taken them like 2 or 3 times this year. They burned me every time. I'm on Houston -3. Tom?
My family's not allowed to bet on the motherfucking Jets, but
Now the show started. We got our first F-bomb
But
from
in
our
this
celebrity
case,
guest host.
I'll take the 3, the Jets.
You're gonna take. You're taking the points.
Yeah.
You're on the paper airplanes, the Jets.
Yep.
All right, very good. All right, we'll see how this shakes out. Next game on the board, NFC East game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles play the New York Giants. Philadelphia is 5-6. The Giants are 3-7. Philly is a 3.5-point favorite on the road. Over/under in this game is 46.5. Philly's playing pretty good football.
They look good.
And we talk about run game again, and it's Hurts. And I think Hurts is kind of, I mean, it was a little bit shaky early in the season. I think he's entrenched himself as the franchise quarterback there. I don't think they're going to be looking for that position, in the draft or anything like that, or looking to upgrade. Hurts is playing pretty darn good football, and a lot of it's his legs as opposed to his arms. But they've got that running game humming as well, which is, I can't.
They kind of look like Baltimore a little bit with how they play with Lamar.
I can't. The importance of a strong running game come wintertime weather
Yeah.
and professional football playoffs, you can't say enough about it. The Giants, they look like a horrible football
They
team.
suck.
Dan
They're the
mentioned-
worst team. They're worse than Detroit.
I
I
was just
don't know
gonna-
how the hell they have 3 wins.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean, it's a division game. Philadelphia's -3.5 in this game. I mean, Saquon's back. I like that Kadarius Toney guy, the wide receiver. He plays angry. He reminds me of Deebo Samuel a little bit, like a skinny Deebo Samuel. But
Got a new offensive coordinator with Freddie Kitchens.
Oh,
Who's
that's
cooking
right,
now,
yeah.
baby?
Dan mentioned
Been there with that with the Browns.
Dan
That
mentioned
worked,
Jason
yeah.
Garrett just got jettisoned as the offensive coordinator. They have more problems than that. Philadelphia's -3.5 in this game. I like them to continue their role. I mean, they're right in the thick of that wild card race at 5-6 in the NFC. Philadelphia -3.5. I'm going to roll with Fly Eagles Fly.
Yep, I'm going that way too.
Or I should say Run Eagles Run. That's the way they're playing these days. What do you think?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Run Eagles Run. We're all on it. All right, next game on the board, the Carolina Panthers travel south to play the Miami Dolphins. Carolina's -1.5. I have a pretty good idea where Tom's going on this game. They are 5-6. The Miami Dolphins are 4-7. Carolina, we always talk about the away team first. They come off a loss against the Washington football team where I loved their line in that game. And, I mean, they got beat. I want to say it was 27-21. It was Cam Newton's return. Obviously, Rivera went back to Carolina. He's the Washington football team's head coach. I'm looking forward to them having a name change next year, by the way. Carolina, once again, 1.5 point favorites in this game. The Dolphins, winners of 2 in a row now. I forget who they won against 2 weeks ago.
I
Obviously,
thought it was 3.
the Jets. I think it's 2. They're not out of it. They're not out of this AFC wildcard race. How are they playing? They're gonna beat Carolina?
They're playing better. Carolina, I don't think is that good. Cam Newton, I don't think he's either. So I think 1.5. I'd lay the 1.5.
Are you on the Dolphins or the Panthers?
Dolphins.
All right, you're getting the 1.5. All right.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I got it. That's
Wait.
all the more reason.
Yeah, no, you're getting a 1.5 right now as the line currently stands. Obviously, these lines have a tendency to fluctuate a little bit during we're Tuesday, and by the time game time kicks off, it's different. Dan, what do you think?
I mean, Cam's not the Cam that played for Carolina years ago. He's not Superman. He needs to delegate, throw the ball, run it occasionally, hand off. You got what's his name?
McCaffrey, yeah, he's back. He looked pretty good last week. He racked up some yards.
A lot of emotion last week. I'm taking Carolina in this one. Sorry, Tom. I've been on your Dolphins, the last 3 weeks in a row, and it's helped me get back to Ken.
Make that dolphin noise for me. I'm on the Miami Dolphins. I'm on the Miami Dolphins. I like them. They're not out of this. I think there's some, after a couple of wins in a row, I do like their defense. Maybe Tua's playing a little bit better. Maybe they get on a roll here. I'd love to see them get kind of in the mix for you, for, my brother-in-laws who are big fans of, obviously, the Fins. I see the text flying in the boys' strand every Sunday in regards to how shitty the team is or good the team is, blah, blah, blah. But I am on the Dolphins getting the 1.5. I like them to win this game outright. All right, next game on the board, an awesome football game if you ask me. It's the Tennessee Titans. They are 8-3. That's a very nice record. They go into Foxborough to play the New England Patriots. The Patriots are 7-4. They are also 5.5-point favorites in this game. The over-under is 44.5. That's not a big number. In Tennessee, they come off that wild loss against Houston. They couldn't put points on.
Some of the games are freaking crazy, the outcomes.
They're obviously missing Derrick Henry. They released Adrian Peterson. Who else runs the ball there?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
I have no clue.
But, they come up, I don't know. They went through a bunch of teams and they were winning without Derrick Henry. They were just fine until last week, and they got throttled by Houston somehow. That's the way the seasons went. I'm not surprised some of us are under 500 in regards to picking all these games because we've had some really shocking results. One thing's not shocking is the New England Patriots and their recipe for winning. It has not changed since the beginning of the season. They are winners of 5 straight. They lead the AFC East right now. I'm not sure they're going to relinquish it. They come off a Thursday night beatdown of the Atlanta Falcons. They pitched a shutout. I think the final was 25-0. Once again, they're 5.5-point favorites in this game, which is a pretty good number against an 8-3 football team. Are they going to run the ball down their throat, dominate the game, and win by that much?
I'm taking New England. The defense is playing pretty damn good.
They are. Their
defense shut the hell
shut
out.
Us. They've given up 3 points in the last 2 games.
Run it. You can't run the ball. You're going to make a pass the ball. I'm taking New England in this one. Belichick at home at Gillette.
What do you like?
With a long week.
Tannehill's not going to be this same Tannehill he was with the Dolphins years ago. He's not.
He was shitty back then. You're saying he's be better? Okay.
But
he's shittier.
He's not going to throw. He's not going to throw 4 interceptions. So I'll say
he's going to throw 5.
I'll take Tennessee.
Tom's taking the points at 5.5 points with the Tennessee Titans. I'm riding with Tom. I like Mike Vrabel as a player going back to Foxborough. I just love Vrabel to start with.
I like Vrabel too.
I know you do.
He's going against the master.
He is. Tennessee has I like him to right that ship. I'm sure that there was some ass chewing that went on in Nashville with his football team this week.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
And I know they love Mike Vrabel. It's hard not to love Mike Vrabel if he's your coach. I think they're going to come out and play their tail off for him. I like this to be a great football game. I like it certainly to get under the 5.5 number. I'm on the Titans getting the 5.5. Big game for Dan coming up here in his division with his Cleveland Browns. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers playing the Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh is 5-4-1. Cincinnati is 6-4. Cincinnati is a 3.5-point favorite in this game. The over/under is 45. I'm going down to my sister-in-law's house in Dayton, and my brother-in-law is from Pittsburgh, and he's a big Steelers fan. They have season tickets to the Cincinnati Bengals game. I know they're going on Sunday. It should be a raucous time. I can't wait to talk to him about that. But Pittsburgh comes off a crazy game in Los Angeles against the Chargers on Monday night that I didn't stay up for. They put up 27 points in the fourth quarter. took
That's
the lead,
insane.
and then lost it at the end, at the buzzer.
Well, how do you leave? How does that dude that wide open? I mean,
Did you see all that? You
wide
stay up for that?
freaking
You stay up for that whole game?
I fell asleep, woke up at the end.
I think
I
41.
had to take a nap.
41-37 was the final in that game. A crazy game. I mean,
Did you not stay up?
no, the game ended.
What the hell?
It was Monday.
Fair weather fan.
I started drinking at like 12:50. I mean, I first drink before the Bears kick off at 1
So
p.m.
when
on
did you
Sunday.
catch up to me?
I stopped drinking like at 9 p.m., 9:30. Went inside, started to watch the second half, and I fell asleep. Whatever, 8 hours.
And I cooked.
I cooked, logged 8 hours. I don't know if I did cook this week even. No, I made chili. I made
Macaroni
chili.
and cheese.
Oh, bullshit, I
I
made
did
chili.
do chili.
Mac and cheese.
Tyler wanted it for his birthday.
Mac
chili
and-
mac. I made homemade mac and cheese with the smoked cheddar. And
That's
then
dumb.
Cincinnati chili my way.
My way.
Yeah, not 3-way, 4-way, 2-way, my way. Cleveland way.
Cleveland.
It
Cleveland.
was
Akron way.
fantastic.
Yeah?
Speaking, hey, not to change the subject.
I'm
but
good with changing subjects.
My nephew is into hunting. Gone out twice. Well, I shouldn't say twice. His first time out, though, he got a doe. Crossbow. Went out again, got an 8-point buck. So I have a freezer full of deer meat.
Deer meat. Really?
So Saturday night, Tammy's gone, deer chili.
Oh, God. I don't know
What
about.
do you know?
I don't
Come
know
on.
about deer meat. I don't like killing animals. I hate killing animals.
Hey, we're eating it.
I have this big backyard with this like wooded backdrop, and I put actually a salt lick back there because I like the deer coming up. And there's all kinds of golf courses around here, so the deer come up. I don't like killing deer for one thing. I think they're awesome animals.
Dan will send his nephew over.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That's
He's got
not
a
happening.
crossbow. You won't hear a thing.
Need it for home protection maybe, but I'm not killing deer. Killing an intruder. Somebody trying to take my my Christmas packages.
Saturday night, deer chili night.
I mean, that's a thing. People taking Christmas packages off front porches. That's a thing around here.
So I don't expect you. I don't need a bowl for you.
When? Saturday?
Yeah.
Are you coming over here? You don't
No,
know.
I'm freaking making it in my house. Why would I serve you?
I don't
You're
leave
being a
very often.
lazy ass.
I got people over here.
Get the hell out of
I
here.
got Grant here. You
bring
gotta
him
come over here. He's not going anywhere.
You want deer chili?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah, fuck. You got to drive his ass over.
You got Uber, like Mark. Yeah, you and Mark in an Uber together.
Get the hell out of
What
here.
game are we? We're on Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, right?
Cincinnati, baby.
All right,
Let's muck up the AFC North again.
I mean, it's a tight division. I think your Browns are in last place, if I'm not
No, I
mistaken.
think Pittsburgh's in last
No,
place.
they're not. No, they're not.
Wait, didn't they just lose?
They did. They're 5-4-1 on the year.
And what are we?
Cincinnati's 6-4. I think
We're
you
6
guys.
and 5.
I think you're 6-5. 5-4-1 puts them above you.
Screw the Steelers.
Anyway.
Cincinnati's beating them.
The offense did show life for Pittsburgh. They missed T.J. Watt tremendously in that game. I think he's back this week. Cincinnati, they come off that big
Don't give
win.
a shit who's back.
They come off that big win out in Las Vegas where they looked like the Cincinnati of October, if you will. They did. They hadn't looked that way in a few weeks. And all of a sudden, they look like that team that showed up in October where everybody's like, holy crap, this team's really good. We'll see. Cincinnati minus 3.5 against Pittsburgh. What's going to happen in this game?
Cincinnati.
What do you think,
Take
Tom?
Cincinnati.
We all like Cincinnati?
Screw the Steelers.
I'm going with, I don't know whose rationale it was earlier, but I'm staying here, so I'm going with the Bears. Well, I'm staying with my sister and brother-in-law in Dayton, who are big Steelers fans.
the
I'm
hell
going with
outta
the
here.
Steelers. I like the hook. I think this is going to be a great football game. I like the hook. I like the hook in this game. I like it to be a field goal game. I don't know if it's going to be McPherson or if the Pittsburgh kicker who bangs it through the uprights to win the game. I like it to be a 3-point game. I'm taking the points. Next game on the board, the Atlanta Falcons play Jacksonville.
Oh, my God. Woo! Teddy, are you excited about this one?
Atlanta's 4-6. Jax is 2-8. Brother-in-laws, man. Teddy's from the Atlanta area. Brother-in-law Billy is from the Jax area and lives on Jax Beach, actually. Atlanta's 4-6. Jacksonville's 2-8. I think I mentioned that already. Atlanta's -1 in this game. The over/under is 46.5. Atlanta, flawed team, coming off a dismal performance where they didn't put up any points whatsoever against the New England Patriots. They are losers of 2 in a row. Jacksonville. The offense is an absolute disaster. You know, What do you do when we talk about Urban Meyer? What do you do? The 2, right? I don't think he's going to get 2 years. I think he's out. I think he's out after 1 year.
That's a mess.
You think I think they're going to make a coaching change, or maybe he takes the USC job.
He'll quit.
Maybe he takes the USC job.
I think he's looking for a buyout. I don't think he wanted to be an NFL coach. He just thought he would make some quick money.
It's never worked.
Ass.
It's never worked.
I think you're right, Dan.
The best college coach of all time, Nick Saban, couldn't even make it work. It's never worked. Atlanta's -1 his game
That's what
against
I'm
Jacksonville.
saying. He's making money. He could give 2 shits if it works.
Who's winning this shitty football game?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Jacks.
Get out of here.
I'm on Jacks.
Get the Astroglide out, 2 fingers.
And the under.
The under. What's the under? Over on 46.5. I don't know. The Falcons can put up points. They got to shit.
They put up 0.
They did. I know. That's a good point. It's a good point. Fly in face there, right there. But they did. I mean, well, I don't know. What the hell? What's the deal with Calvin Ridley? What the hell? He has a mental illness or something? What is the problem?
I don't know.
Anyway,
you're going to start seeing contracts written now with, little clauses where we're not paying you your full salary if you need a mental health day.
I'm on Jacks. Go 3-8 in this game. They're getting a point. I'm taking it. Next game on the board. It starts at Sunday, 4 p.m. slate. Dan, do you need to go get a beer? You look like you were itching that way or edging that way. All right. The Los Angeles. Hey, this is a pretty good game. Important game. It's an important game. I don't know about good game, but it's an important game because that AFC West is just jammed up. That's where Dan does. He just throws his empties like there's a receptacle back there when there's not. But that's okay. The Chargers are 6-4. Denver's 5-5.
Don't we have interns to pick that up?
Interns.
Yeah.
Are you an intern?
No.
No. It's not going to happen. We'll get that. We'll get that eventually. We lost our producer. I am the producer for going forward.
Fired it.
I did. Yeah.
Look, I picked it up.
It's running smoothly. You didn't have to pick it up. I didn't really care even. The Chargers are -2.5. Denver, the over-under is 47.
It's a garage.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you wanted a beer. Do you want a beer in there?
No.
You want a Miller Lite?
You want something?
Miller Lite.
Why's your shit on the bottom?
The host made me do that.
What the hell?
That's a mix. That he tries to put his beers up on the top shelf, but that's the drink mixing level.
So he doesn't have to bend over. What are you, like 62?
I wish I was.
Shit. All right.
Put his shit on the bottom so he's got to bend over?
He's not allowed to put it on the top.
Hey,
That's
if
my
you fall
space.
over, I know a good attorney.
Get the hell out of here.
Tim
with that dumb
Isney.
shit. Yeah, get the fuck out of here with that. All right, Chargers -2.5 in this game at Denver. Over/under is 47. Herbert was slinging it around again in that game against Pittsburgh. Obviously, it was a super high-scoring game. They came out on top. Denver comes off bye. They're freshly rested. Their offense needs to be better. Bridgewater needs to be better. They have weapons. Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy and the running back crew and Noah Fant. They have weapons. Bridgewater's got to play better for this team to win this. I like the Chargers in this game -2.5 on the road. It's a little bit scary. It's on the road. It's a big division game. The line's under a field goal. I'm a big fan of under field goal teams on the road when, I think they're a better outfit altogether. And I think that's what the Chargers are with Denver.
I got to take the Chargers because I honestly don't know who the hell the quarterback is at Denver.
It's Teddy Bridgewater.
Well, is it? If he gets hit, is he going to? No, Chargers.
What do you like?
Chargers.
We're all on the Chargers. Unanimous? Is that the first time? I don't know if that's the first time I've been unanimous or not. But next game on the board is a tremendous game as well. The Los Angeles Rams coming off bye. They travel to Lambeau to play the Green Bay Packers. The Rams are 7-3 on the year. The Packers are 8-3 on the year. Green Bay comes off a very entertaining game where they lost in Minnesota. The line on this game is in place at the Packers -1. We've mentioned the Rams coming off bye. They lost 2 games in a row before that bye week. Are they going to right this ship? They're a good football team. There's no two ways about that. And Rodgers is a toe injury, but he doesn't move a whole hell of a lot. But it's still, he's playing in pain. I don't know.
He's a weird dude, so I don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth. He had a COVID vaccine, so I don't even know if he's got a toe.
The Rams can play defense, and
but they're going to Lambeau.
Cold like a motherfucker.
Yeah, the only one that's been there before is the quarterback.
Stafford, he played there plenty of times.
Yeah.
He's fine with it. The other thing that happened with the Packers, they lost their David Bakhtiari went out early in the season, or maybe didn't even play a game, or maybe it was the first week. I think he's due back late in the season, but their backup left tackle, who's been really serviceable and played pretty well, went down for the year as well. They're on their third string left tackle at this point in time, which is important because, I mean, the Rams could play some defense. Certainly, Green Bay's -1 in this game against the Rams. Who we like?
Rams.
Flip a coin, Green Bay.
I'm on the Rams as well. I think they're a better football team. I do. They were my Super Bowl pick. I'm going to stick with it. I think the left tackle situation is important. They got some pass rushers over there, namely Aaron Donald. We're talking about Von Miller on one side. We're talking about Leonard Floyd on the other. Off by, as well. I like all that stuff. And I like the fact that Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be as mobile with his toe injury. So I like the Ram defense here to really show. I like the Rams to win this game. Next game on the board is another very important football game and kind of a wild football game. The Minnesota Vikings go out to San Francisco to play the 49ers. Both these teams have the exact same record of 5-5. Minnesota comes off, we just mentioned a second ago, a thrilling win against Green Bay. San Francisco's been placed as the 3-point favorite in this game. The over-under is 48.5. Minnesota, they're chasing that wild card. Their offense can be dynamic. Justin Jefferson's a tremendous receiver. Adam Thielen, you got, the running back and Dalvin Cook. I mean, they got a lot going on. If Cousins can just distribute the ball and things like that, they're a pretty damn good football team. They play only close games. They win games at buzzers or they lose games at the buzzer. They won the game against Green Bay, a very important game. San Francisco went into Jacksonville. We both took Jacksonville in the game. We thought they were going to show up, and it was a long trek across country for San Francisco. They went in there, demolished Jacksonville. Continue with that running game, as they've done. And Deebo Samuel, it's ridiculous. He catches balls. He gets he gets 6 to 8 carries a game. So I mean, Garoppolo's playing okay. What do we like? Oh, by the way, did you see this? San Francisco against Jacksonville. 20-play drive, 20 plays, spanned 13 minutes, and ended up with a field goal.
That's awesome, though.
Unreal. That's like Dan's Pee-wee
Hell
team.
yeah, baby.
That's like Dan, eating
8-minute quarters.
I've never. You'd be eating a half almost in Pee-wee.
Yeah.
They
that's
ate
our
the
goal.
entire quarter.
We defer and want the ball in the third quarter and want to run the 8 minutes off the clock. Whether we score or not.
I've never seen that. 20 play, 13 minutes. Ends in a field goal. Doesn't end up in a touchdown.
Freaking guy's been copying my playbook. He must have been at one of our games.
San Francisco -3. Are the 49ers going to do this?
Yeah, I'm taking the 49ers.
Minnesota.
I'm going to go with the 49ers as well. I think it's a great football game. I really do. And usually when I'm getting 3, I wish this was 3.5. I would have certainly went the other way. I think San Francisco and Robbie Gould finish this game and they win this game. I'm looking for at least a minimum of a push in this game. I like the San Francisco 49ers. We are on to Sunday Night Football, and it's a good game as well.
This is going to be the shortest one.
It's not going to be short at all.
It pains me.
Let me introduce the game.
The quarterback is freaking hurt. And I'm forced to take the Ratbirds in this.
Let me introduce. That's fine.
With the
That's
line,
fine.
I'm forced to take the
Let me introduce the game. The Cleveland Browns go to Baltimore, the team that stole their team.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, 2000, 90s. So long ago.
99.
Cleveland is 6-5. Baltimore is 7-3. Cleveland comes off a win against Detroit. The line has been installed as Baltimore -4 in this game. Over/under is 46.5. I mean, there's a lot of unrest in Cleveland. You talked about 6 being hurt. He is hurt. And Dan, I have a question. I have a question for you. And he's pissed. I mean, it's a contract year. He's playing hurt. He's obviously not playing well. I mean, is there a point in time where he's banged up so much that you turn his team over to Case Keenum?
It was freaking last week.
They should have done it last week.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
I mean, obviously they have a juggernaut of a running game. I don't know when Kareem Hunt's going to come back. I mean, Nick Chubb came.
Kareem Hunt's supposed to come back this week. So is the right tackle Conklin, and that's going to help out a lot. Right, having him back. But shit, I hope Lamar Jackson has mud butt again and isn't playing.
Is he still sick? I mean, I don't know. He didn't have COVID, but he's sick. He's sick.
I'm starting to think
And
that
didn't
dude
play in
might
Chicago.
have Crohn's or something.
Yeah, I don't know either. Baltimore, they come off that win against Chicago. They play with their backup
They
quarterback.
should have
Tyler
friggin'
Huntley.
lost.
They should. The Bears found a way to lose the game. Baltimore's -4 in this game. I don't know. The offense is really sputtering for the Cleveland Browns. I mean, but they can run the football down people's throats. The Bears ran the ball fairly well against Baltimore. I mean, I would expect the Browns to do better and control the clock. But yeah, I mean, the question becomes, if Mayfield struggles again, when is it time to flip the switch?
Hey, it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
I'm taking the Browns. I'll never take the Ratbirds over the
You
Browns.
just took Baltimore.
No, I was teasing you. It was a tease. What the hell?
Dan, you're taking
There's
the points.
no freaking
Dan wants
way.
the Browns getting 4.
There's no freaking way in hell I would take Baltimore over Cleveland.
All right, fine.
Get the hell out of here.
What do you like?
I mean, seriously, you know me for how long? You think I was serious with that?
I did, and you know
Get
why?
the hell out
You
of
know
here.
why?
Why?
Because last week I gave the points. I lost. I gave the 10 points with the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, that was too much. 10 points. Yeah, no.
And
I
you took Detroit.
Yeah, shit, I won that.
He bet against his team last week
But
not
I
to
was
lose.
specific,
Not to
saying
lose.
the
I
Browns
know,
would win.
I know.
But I'm taking that 10 and a half
I
points.
know.
That was stupid.
Baltimore -4. We know where Dan's going or where he went.
Screw the
Who are you
Ratbirds.
on?
Baltimore, but I wanted to point out that I'm old enough to be these boys' father. It's 28 degrees in here. There's 2 heaters. Dan's got a heater.
You want to switch
He's got a
seats?
heater. No, it's too late now. I mean,
You got some
there's
foot
2
action
heaters
here,
and
man.
you guys got it, but that's all right. I took
We're
Baltimore.
giving you warmth here. You got like 3 jackets on. You're fine. You're fine.
I'm from Florida.
He's fine. Oh God, we got a set
It's all
change
right.
going on.
It's all right. Too late
You on
now.
Baltimore -4?
Too late now. Tom's frozen.
We're getting close to the bottom of the board here. Gosh, I struggle with this game. I really want to take
Why
the
the hell
Browns.
did you wait till the end of the freaking thing? It was 28 degrees when we started.
Sure
Can you
was.
feel that? That feels good, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it feels
I'm gonna
good.
go with I'm gonna go with the Cleveland Browns getting the 4 points. I think they're game this week. I think they're game. The galvanization thing, I don't know. I mean, hopefully Stefanski has enough balls. If it's not going well with Baker Mayfield to pull the plug, and it's not really pulling the plug. I know he's hurt. I get that. But to make a bold move and make a change at quarterback, if it's going to spark that football team, because they're going to be a dangerous football team if they make it in because of that running game. I'm on the Cleveland Browns getting the 4 points in this game. Monday Night Football, the Seattle Seahawks travel to the nation's capital to play the Washington football team. That's a long-ass freaking trek. Seattle is 3-7. A really disappointing season for them. The Washington football team has a better record at 4-6. This is a pick'em game. The over/under is 46.5. Seattle comes off that loss against Arizona at home. They had Russ Wilson playing. Arizona did not have Kyler Murray. They had Colt McCoy playing. And their offense is a mess right now, even with Russ in. I mean, they got beat. I want to say it was 23-13 in that game. I'm not sure what's
How
going.
shocking is Washington?
I don't know. They're not out of the NFC wild card race. They're not. I mean, Heineke played
Well,
pretty
hell,
well
they
down in Carolina.
Still win the division like they did last year.
They could. This is a bizarre game. I'm going first. I'm going to take the Seahawks. I think they're a better football team.
Yeah.
You on
Go with
Seattle?
that, yeah.
Who would ever thought that Seattle would be
A pick?
pick'em game with Washington? I'll take Seattle.
No, we're unanimous. We're all in Seattle. You got to start thinking about elephant picks. Here we go. Bye week. Arizona and the Kansas City Chiefs. Elephant picks are up. I haven't given one thought about this. I don't know. Here we go. This is going to take a hot minute.
Wait, what are we doing? Elephant pick?
Yes, sir.
What's the spread?
Philly.
Dan likes Philly.
I don't know what the elephant.
That means that your
is.
best
It's
bet on the
your
board, the game
best
you
bet.
like the most. I like the Rams to beat Green Bay. I like them a lot to beat Green Bay this week with the third string left tackle and that defense coming to town and Aaron Rodgers' toe injury.
Pick the droid to really piss him off.
No. What do you? Is there a game on the board you
Tell
like?
us
That you're like,
something
hey, I
about
like.
Detroit.
Wait, have you made any bets for Sunday yet?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say go with that one then.
What's your money bet? You're looking at the board
I'm
going,
going to bet the I'm going to bet the Dolphins.
the Dolphins?
Yep.
All right. He likes the Dolphins to win this game against Carolina. They're getting 1.5. All right. Very good. I tell you what, we're crunched.
This is a dumb one too because I'm taking Ohio State.
Well,
it's
hold
like
on a
having
second.
the Browns and the Ratbirds again.
I love Thanksgiving college football because it means it's rivalry
Screw
week.
Michigan.
It's rivalry week. Dan has alluded to what games are on the board. I put 2 of them on the board. One of them is the second-ranked, freshly minted second-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes playing their arch rival, the Michigan Wolverines. Both teams are 10-1. The Wolverines are now freshly at 5 in the rankings. The Buckeyes are 8-point favorites in this game. They're playing great football. They absolutely throttled Michigan State. They put up, I think, 49 in the first half.
It's ridiculous.
They took their foot off the gas, in the second half. But they're playing great football. C.J. Stroud is certainly probably the Heisman front runner at this point in time.
And that kid, he's improved so much because at the beginning of the year, I was like, oh, he's not that good.
No, and they're like, where's that Ewers kid? Let's try him. And now he's the Heisman Trophy
I'm like,
leader in the clubhouse right now.
He's gotten better throughout the course of the year.
It's-
but screw that, Ohio State.
It's the offense, I agree. It's the offensive firepower from the Buckeyes. I mean, Stroud's playing great. They have 2 receivers in Olave and Garrett Wilson who are both going to go in the first round of the draft. I mean, they got wild amounts of firepower on that team. Michigan plays a different brand of football. They like to run the ball. They play some defense, but they have not had success at all probably in the last decade against the Ohio State Buckeyes. They're going to get under the number of 8.
Michigan State crushed Michigan, and it's 8 points. Ohio State will win by 25.
Oh, he likes the Bucks big. I'm going to lay the points as well at -8. I don't think the line's too big just based on the firepower that the Buckeyes are going to put, between the hashes. I like them a lot in this game. Next game on the board, we got one extra. It's Bedlam. It's Oklahoma State, and this is a big football game in regards to the who's going to find a way to get that 4 spot, or 3 spot in the college football playoffs. So Oklahoma's 10-1. So is Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is now ranked 7th in the country. Oklahoma's 10. I watched Oklahoma State's a -4-point favorite in this game. By the way, I'm sure it's at a neutral site. I don't know where it is exactly. I'm guessing it's neutral. Well, maybe it's not neutral. I don't know if it's neutral or not. But I watched Oklahoma State play last Saturday night because it was the game that was on. I want to say they were playing Texas Tech.
Yeah.
I came away thoroughly impressed by their defense. Thoroughly impressed. I like them a ton in this game. I'm going to give the points in this game as well with Oklahoma State being -4. What do you guys think?
What do I think? I want Oklahoma to win this game, but
It'll help the Irish, is that what you mean?
Yeah. Oklahoma State's defense does play better, and Oklahoma can't run the ball.
What do you think?
No idea, but I'll take Oklahoma State.
All right, we're all in Oklahoma State?
Yep.
All right, that's your full week of the National Football League. A couple of bonus picks. Great weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Thanksgiving.
Enjoy your families. Be thankful for what you have. That's what this holiday's about. We're looking forward to having family up here. I'll be back on Friday with them. I'm looking forward to go and see my family, and I leave that way, go south tomorrow. So enjoy your families. Have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
And I'm looking forward to going inside and getting warm.
Good to you think.